Hey guys, if you're enjoying the content that I'm making, please click that subscribe button. Also remember to click that bell button and make sure to tick that box to send all notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. With that in mind, let's get on with the video. What's up guys, welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and in this video we're going to be taking on the Iron Giant Cavalier in the new character event, which features Cater from Final Fantasy Type O, I believe, and the title of the event is The Strength of Courage. So just like before guys, I do want to say that if you are looking for a solo level 50 run, then you leave down in the comments below, and I will, if there's enough requests for it, I will go ahead and make a video. But at this point, I just don't find any good reason to actually to make two separate videos and basically talk about the same things, because for the most part we're going to be talking about the last boss, because that is what makes this character event special. So without further ado, let's get on with this fight. So first things first, let's go over the resistances and the weaknesses of Cavalier. Cavalier doesn't actually have any resistances, but it does have an odd weakness to ice, which I suppose if you're rocking an Onion Knight, that will work well for you. There are obviously other characters that use ice type attacks, and you can bring them and take advantage of the weakness. The one character that comes to mind is Papalymo, and I do believe if you have Rem's daggers, I believe her brave attack changes to the ice type. I believe one of her daggers does that. So those characters just come into mind at this point. So like I said, there's no real resistances. So what makes the Iron Giant Cavalier, or I should just say Cavalier, special is because it has two different stances, which is Power Surge, which raises his attack, and Vulcanize, which raises his defense. Now depending on his stance, he will have different skills, but let's go over the skills that he will have regardless of what stance he's on. So the Brave attack, which obviously is his melee Brave attack, he does have Leaping Swing, just like other Iron Giants, which is the melee HP attack. And he does have a new ability, which is the Double Slash, which I haven't seen any Iron Giant use, which is a powerful melee Brave attack. He does have Thrust Torrent as well, which caught me by surprise actually when I was playing through my 5 hosts, you know, when I host my 5 I suppose fight. I don't know exactly, the word escapes me at the moment, and this caught me by surprise. It is a melee Brave attack plus an HP attack, and he gets himself a speed up as well. He does have Focus, which grants himself an attack up and a max Brave up as well. So let's go over to the two different stances that he can have. So when he is on Power Surge, which grants himself an attack up, he does get the ability Quadruple, which is a group melee Brave attack. I actually haven't seen this skill at all in my 5 tries, and I haven't seen it actually being used, so I don't know how hard hitting it will be, but it is a group melee attack. So what comes to mind is the Heretic Magic Iron Giant, or whatever it is, that has Flurry. It feels like this is that type of skill it is. And honestly, Quadruple, that I just from the top of my head, you know, Quadruple means 4, so it's probably a 4 hit group melee Brave attack. He does have Knight's Oath as well during Power Surge. I mean, he can use it. Which he grants himself a Brave based on his initial Brave, and he will use Focus on the next turn if he's afflicted with break. Otherwise, he'll use vulcanize. Now, vulcanize, which is skill which grants himself a brave, which is, again, it's a grant brave with initial based on his initial brave, and he grants himself a defense up. While on this stance, he does have Holy, which is a Holy Brave magic attack, and Holy Rain, which is a group Holy Brave magic attack. I would say actually try to avoid getting Holy Rain because just the name of it is quite scary already, but that's all his abilities. And so now we go to the point where we sort of look into how to beat Cavalier. Well, I think the best way to take down the Cavalier is obviously bringing your strongest characters. I mean, if you've got a 15 plus 35, max limit break character, by all means bring them. But if you don't, well, Cater, Hope, and the Onion Knight all get boosted stats for this fight, so you can take advantage of that as well. Now, as for other characters that can be used and you can use, take advantage of their abilities, like I said earlier, from on the top of my head is Rem. If you do have her daggers that can change her brave attack to ice type, and you can also use Papalimo and use his Umbral Ice ability. I mean, you get 6 shots of that, but it is a weakness and you can take advantage of that as well. Also, I mean, you can use Snow as well because he does have Frost Strike, and he can take quite a lot of hits, especially if you're gonna get hit by quadruple or something along those lines, especially the torrent thrust. That's a little bit scary, and if you have a tank with that in your group, then you can take advantage of not dying to that ability. As for anything else, honestly, if you're gonna bring your summons, obviously you're gonna have to bring the Chocobo, and you can bring your Sylph as well. You can also bring Shiva, but honestly speaking, I don't really recommend it that much because you can take advantage of how fast the bar fills up for Sylph and Chocobo, and if you do bring Shiva, it's gonna take a while before you can actually use actually use her. So just something to keep in mind, but it is weak to ice, so you can use Shiva. But like I said, I mean, if you got Sylph and the Chocobo, it's well and truly enough. Anyway guys, I think that's it for this video. Remember to click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. As always, I'd like to hear from you guys what you think of this fight and where the difficulty is for you guys. To me, I'm a little bit more scared of this fight than the aggressive land turtle, which is a little bit surprising, and obviously it is a lot easier than Thancred's character event. That was really such a joke of a fight. And also follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. Please guys, follow me on Twitter. You might get more updates, just saying. Anyway, this is Munchkins logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level.